latest ground vehicles add-on is now released. LatinVFR proudly presents AREX, another addition towards the simulator, especially towards the commercial sector. It's quite a useful tool. I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Microsoft Flight Simulator. Do hit that subscribe button for future releases for flight simming, development updates, patches, releases, anything that's related to flight simming. You've come to the right place, so don't forget to subscribe. It's quite nice to see this kind of growth towards a simulator. We've been seeing many things flying across the marketplace so far. Almost 1,000 products are in place, and the most common things what we hear are airports, aircrafts, missions, bush trips and sceneries, and a few tools. So we do have tools, and this area is one of them that certainly interests us the most. The plus about this is it can tweak a lot of dynamics in the simulator, making the experience much more interesting. So LatinVFR, a well-known developer for creating interesting content towards flight simming platforms, have come out with a utility pack for commercial jet lovers including us, and this add-on is AREX, elaborated as Airport Regional Environment X, specifically for the North American region. Ground handling services are an integral part of first level when it comes to commercial flying, and right now what we experience with the current default ground vehicle services can be much better. However, this can add more reality having different airlines being a part of the airport environment. It's available for $9.99. This includes pushback trucks, airport traffic, service equipments such as ground power units can be a part of chosen airlines, which we can choose amongst airlines geared towards the US and Canada. So it's just North American region for now, which include the US and Canada. And with this add-on would replace ground service vehicles with customized vehicles that would be spread across all the airports in the US and Canada. So this can be quite exciting to experience different airliners. It would be interesting to see Southwest Airlines with their own ground handling service vehicles, for example. In addition to that, the sounds are customized for different engines with animations. The visuals for this is exceptional, where the logos can be easily noticeable for different airlines. The catering truck is realistic, that showcases different catering companies in the region of North America. The same manner, pushback trucks based off regional companies can be seen, which add more interest as every region have their own companies. There's no external application required to run this app. Rather, it uses the default system, which makes it much more convenient. That can be configured right away from the Contrail tool. The plus point about this application is that there's absolutely no impact for performance. We can find varieties of liveries. So far we have the top airlines amongst Canada and the US, which include Air Canada, followed by American Airlines, Alaskan Airlines, Delta, Frontier, JetBlue, Spirit, Southwest Airlines, United and WestJet Airlines. So these are amongst the airlines what we would be able to use with this tool as of now. And this is the first version that's out. You might be wondering on whether or not if this would work with third-party airports. It surely does work with both default as well as third-party airports. So this has been a new product designed particularly for Microsoft Flight Simulator and not something that's been ported or utilized in previous versions with different platforms. So it's LatinVFR's AREX again. This is an add-on pack conveniently placed on the Contrail platform for users like us to interact depending on what liveries we may desire. Right now, the liveries are focused on the region of North America. Hopefully, we should see more liveries come out, and more importantly, we see European regions with more focus when it comes to developing airports and other sceneries. So hope to see European regions with more focus, as we can come across hundreds of airlines out there with different sets of liveries where things can get much more interesting. Not only Europe, imagine the oceanic side of Australia having Qantas, or Germany's Lufthansa or Air France liveries with ground vehicles can always be interesting. It adds much more realism towards flight simming, so this is definitely an exciting pack. Take a good look at the ground vehicles and how well they've been integrated. It adds so much to the experience. I'd love to look forward for something in the European region and many more regions with something similar like this. So this is a brand new version for the simulator. It's very recently released a couple of days ago. We hope to see more additions and growth within this tool towards meeting more markets throughout the regions of Europe, Asia and more. So right now, one of the things that matter the most is the idea. We have AREX now in place, but at the same time, more liveries need to be supported, which it hopefully be in the future. I'm sure you would agree that this is immersive, and we do have cop cars, underground vehicles, and other cars with supervisors, for example, driving around the place. All this adds well to the immersion where you feel like flying is more than a simulator at times. And with AREX as a start, more ideas would come by, not just by LatinVFR. We can see different developers trying out something in the region of Europe, as most of the market is there. I begin to wonder on what can be even more immersive, following the lines of which gates can have which airlines, so as to allow us users to choose the liveries which are available. But this is thinking too far, I suppose, and Asobo is definitely trying all the airlines to agree in order to use their liveries, but it's not really easy to convince all of them. Looking at all this is version 1, by the way, by LatinVFR, and we aren't sure if version 2 can welcome more liveries. If they do add more liveries towards this pack in version 2, that can be more exciting. On a personal note, I would strongly recommend a tool like this if you love flying commercial jets under the region of North America. Specifically in the US, there are more than 13,500 airports in the US alone. Leaving the small strips, we can narrow down to 5,000 airports which can support commercial airlines. The plus point about this tool is this can support third-party airports too, and for $10, this is definitely useful. Do give this a try when you get a chance. I'm going to place the link in the description below. Take a look, and I hope you found this video deemed useful. Hit the like button if you like this video. This can certainly make us happy. I hope you give this a try. Enjoy the rest of the day and happy flying, folks.